fine either way. I know that.
I love you, Bobby.
I do gotta say, this is crazy here. I mean, this is just crazy. Like, I just talked to an NBA coach, you know. This is absolutely crazy here. A lot of people here, you know. A lot of great people, you know. A good vibe, you know. But I'll keep you guys updated, you know. Check it out.
I love you.
Understand, first of all, I will keep it short. Thank you very much for coming. I think this is incredible to see so many kids want to improve, get better players, even the coaches want to improve as a coach. I want to thank the Luxembourg Federation again for helping me do this. Mike Sancho for also organizing this, and for BBC Gringeveld, who's the gym we are using. So I don't want to talk too much, but I've been talking to Rob since 2020, 21. We've been in touch, for quite, a couple of years. He was always very polite and kind to always reply. So, thank you. Can you hear me? Does everybody hear me okay? Everybody's good? All right. So, Peter and I have been talking about this for a little while, and I'm going to say thank you first for having me here. Thanks to the Federation. Guys, this came together Monday? Or Thursday? And while I was there, I was connected with Peter, and we kind of figured out, hey, would you be interested in coming over here and doing a clinic? Sure. And here we are. And we have all these people got put together in a matter of that long, thanks to the people that are around here. So the only thing I want to make sure we do today, I'm going to talk a little bit about philosophy of basketball, how I do what I do. But I want this to be as interactive as possible. I know we have a lot of kids here, so we're going to have you guys get up and do some things later, but just hang in there, try to take some notes possible. So, your name everywhere. Everybody puts their hand up. Because that's what everybody wants to do this thing that gets you to the highest level. You guys have a super high level here to be able to go play Euro League, European Championships. There's some really high level basketball here. But whatever you're doing, aspire. Okay? Go out there and pick something that you want to do and go do it. Go do it. Write it down. Talk it into existence. Make it happen in your brain. Okay? And one of my things, we go through it with coaches all the time. Say, you got to work really hard, and yes, everybody's going to work really hard. And you work really, really hard, and you go get your thing. Here's the hard thing about playing at the highest level, and here's the hard thing about being great at anything. You can work as hard as you possibly can. Do everything right. Work harder than everybody else around you, and it guarantees you nothing. So why are we doing it? Why are we doing it? Why are you playing? That's what I was waiting for. Because I love this. You have to. Because if you're going to do this, you have to be you got to be crazy. Because look at all those hands that went up.
Like around 400, 450.
450. There's 450 players in the NBA. How many people in this room had their hand up to go play in the NBA? How many players are in the WNBA? It's less. So it's the same thing. One of the things when I was growing up, I got to play in one of the greatest areas of the world for talent to play. You guys know who Magic Johnson is?
Yep.
Okay. I got to play with Magic Johnson. George Gervin, who led the NBA in scoring 5 straight years, got to play with him. Got to play with Isaiah Thomas. Larry Bird came over. All the guys from New York. I grew up in Detroit, and it was really, really great basketball there. Okay? So I've been on the floor with some of the greatest players of all time. I've gone on, and I've gotten to coach some of the greatest players of all time. I'm blessed that way. Okay? But when I started, I'm looking at all of these great players and all of these great coaches, and I was seeing the same problems that everybody had, with shooting, with moving, with playing. So I started to think, if everybody's having the same problems with basketball, it told me that the answers, because there were all these committed people, just like you guys are, out of nowhere, here we are for a clinic. And all these committed people to teach the game well and play it well were struggling the same way. So what that told me is that the answers did not lie within the game of basketball. So I started to study other things. If you go back to the very first day that you wanted to play basketball, what happened? We all started the same way. I did, you guys did, everybody started the same way. Mom, Dad, Coach, I want to play basketball. So, being a good mom, dad, or coach, what do? You get a ball, you give it to the kid. Now the fun begins. As a kid, as a player, I did the same thing you guys did. First time I ever played basketball, this is what I did. Ready? Now everybody started. It's the most ridiculous thing that is when we first started, right? And then we did the first ever cool thing as a player. Remember what it was? The first ever cool thing. Here it is. You're standing there and you're dribbling. You ready? Okay. Ready? Okay, wait. You got to share this with me. How many people did that? Everybody. Everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody did that. Now, here's how my brain worked. When I saw that, and I started thinking about it afterwards, that was the worst thing that could ever happen to us as basketball players. The worst thing. Now I know you're thinking, okay, well, coach, why is that the worst thing? It's because of what we just taught ourselves. And the way we learn, the way our parasympathetic nervous system, there's a thing called the central programming generator, which means the first time you do something is how you will always do it. So when I made that really great step over between the legs move, what did I just teach myself? I just taught myself how to move my body around the basketball. When I start talking about shooting, I'll wire this in a second. When I start talking about shooting, I kind of break it into 3 categories for everybody. Okay, some of the young guys have heard this. Preparation, connection, and sequence. And there's a little bit of science behind all of it. But 3 categories: preparation, connection, and sequence. Preparation is how we put our body together to be able to shoot the basketball. Connection is how we connect our body to the floor, the ball to our body, and our body to our body. Okay? So when we look very efficient, and we can do it over and over again. It's very important to be able to repeat. Okay? And then sequence. Sequence is about how we make the ball go from the floor into our hands into the basket. And this right here is backwards. Okay? I'll explain that in a second. But I want to ask you guys a question. Okay? Any of the players that have heard me say this, you can't answer. So you can't answer. All right? I know there's a few out here. What is the most important thing to be able to shoot, that you must do to be able to shoot a basketball well? What's the most important thing? And I want you to think simply, because people get really, what's the most important thing to do well? Anybody? Raise your hand. Somebody? Yes. Balance is huge. Is it the most, okay, here. I'm on balance. But I'm not being a great shooter yet. Vision. Vision's a big deal, yes.
Putting the ball in the basket.
Yeah, right. How are we going to do that? Because there's one thing that we all have to do. If we're going to put the ball in the basket, on balance, having vision, all that stuff, the most important thing is what?
Strength.
Strength? Okay. Well, that's going to be a great part of this, because when you hear me talk about sequence, you're going to see that it just takes a little bit of strength. Okay? Not as much as we think. But guys, this is really a big deal to understand. And I want you to, this is how it went down this rabbit hole. There is a game that a lot of us in this room have played before. And that the only thing that matters in the game is that the implement that you're playing goes straight. And I just gave away the answer. The most important thing to do to shoot a basketball well is to make the ball go straight. Now I know everybody was trying to think of a more complex answer, but the simplicity is the greatest sophistication. So there's going to be some drills when I beat all you guys up, we're going to just make the ball go straight. But in order to make the ball go straight, you have to know how your body works, right? So, goal number 1 to shoot the ball well, you can say it now.
Shoot it straight.
Shoot it straight, that's right. You got to shoot it straight. Because if I'm standing here and I can make a great move and I shoot it sideways, I miss, right? Here, if I stand here and I shoot it sideways, I miss. But now, if I shoot it straight, I still have a chance to make it if it hits the rim, or you can go straight. You're seeing all the way through. Straight, you can shoot it long, you can shoot it short, and still have a chance to make it. Okay? I know people are like, oh wait, coach, you can't shoot it. Okay? So, goal number 1, shoot the ball straight. Then we're going to talk about balance. Then we're going to talk about how do I prepare or propel the ball from me to the basket. That's when we think strength, preparation, connection, sequence. Sequence is about energy transfer. How do I take the ball, take energy off the floor and make it go to the basket? Okay? So, if we go back to how we were dribbling the ball, and I got the ball here, the first thing I need to do if I want to get in order. So sequence is the order in which we need to do things to shoot the ball well. Okay? So if my body's in this position, I'm not prepared. Where I talk about balance, preparation, how we set our body up. Okay? I'm going to put my feet on the floor, my eyes, my chin, my chest up. That's the preparation. I'm going to load my hand. First thing I do when I catch the ball is load my hand so I can be ready. Then we're in balance. Now from here, I'm connected to the floor. My ankles go up. My whole feet are on the ground. My hips are back and up. My eyes and my chin and my chest up. The reason I'm doing this now is I can be efficient. One of the things we want to make sure we're doing is moving the ball well. Okay? We'll get to that in a second. But as I set my body up, I'm balanced, I'm out of my own way. When my body's here and the ball's here, it's hard for me to shoot from here, right? I have to then get out of the way, move the ball, and that's out of order, okay? So as we get up here and we start trying to move the ball well, okay? You're going to see that it starts to move very smoothly. Do me a favor and jump up and rebound for me for just a second. Okay? Now, where I'm going to try and get into the geometry of this, you'll see that when the ball goes straight and one motion, okay? Here's how we start to teach from little guys up. Okay, what's your name? Jose. Jose, step 1, step 4, okay? Now, I want you to sit down for me, okay? And I want you to pass me the ball back to me exactly as I passed it to you. Really nice. Good, good. Okay, move this way. Come around in the circle towards the free throw line. Good. Keep making that ball go exactly like as now from right there, pass it in the basket. Okay? Now, that's right. Keep going. Come around in the circle. Good. Okay? So, that's what we're going to try and get everybody to do. This is the simplest move. If we take the ball and I pass it, then I shoot it. The thing about this is everybody in basketball can make that move. Everybody. When you come out here and you just start passing it, the next thing you do is when you go up to shoot it, people start putting consequences in their brain and they start doing all kinds of crazy things to make the ball go in the basket. But it is literally that simple. This pass to Jose and this pass to the basket. Now, all I did was instead of passing it there, all I did was change the launch angle. Okay? So that's one of the methods that we use to teach, especially when we're teaching youth players. But now, thanks Jose, have a seat. Appreciate it. All right. So we talk about being able to move the ball straight. The next thing is how do I get the ball all the way to the basket, right? And the idea of how hard do I have to shoot this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little bit of a visual I talk about with sequence, okay? The order in which we need to do things. The sequence is wrist, elbow, shoulder. So when you see this, when I take this ball, load my wrist, move my shoulder, now I can make the ball move up in that one piece. And if I just go accelerated enough so I can pass it to the basket, and I think with little kids especially, I do that a lot. We just pass it here. This move, there. Or just trying to get that motion, and then later on, we can make the ball fly higher. But the sequence of it, if you take your body, and this is the move that I'm making with this pass, there, I go to shoot that, okay? When I go to shoot that, I'm moving my body up. I've got to take the energy from my body prepared, get under, and then drive it to the basket, okay? Up it goes. So what we're going to do then is we're going to learn how to transfer the energy from my body. And here's the visual, simple. If this is the energy that I'm using for my body, this is why sequence is a big deal. When we do this, it's a big deal. I bounce the ball, and I'm going to take that energy and I'm going to attach it to the ball. If I attach it to the ball when the ball's on the way down, not much happens. If I attach that same energy to the ball on the way up, the ball gets propelled. So if we do things in the right order when we shoot, we can take the energy from our body and move it up towards the basket. Now we can move players back. Shooting the three, shooting deep shots, fast shots, okay? So it's a big deal to be able to transfer that energy. So if you prepare yourself well, and then I start to move the ball, then I can transfer that energy in when I shoot it. Now you have a chance to make the ball go fast and drive it all the way to the basket without a lot of effort. Now, when we get some of the kids out, we're going to see some interesting deals. We're going to get some of this. And I saw a lot of people. We got a lot of good shooting motion, so you guys have done a great job so far. But if we start our body up first and the ball's down here, it's very hard to get the ball to the basket. Cool. Windows. Cool. So, one of the things we're going to do with kids, let me have one ball and pick Ronnie. You want to come out here and shoot? Come on. Try to not come out here last time. Stand right here for me. Okay? So just take the ball and pass it to the basket for us. Excellent. Excellent. Now, as he goes to shoot this, keep shooting. You shoot, I'll talk. Attaboy. So one of the things I spend a lot of time doing is I diagnose my players and I try to help them be the best version of themselves. Okay? Now obviously we've got a pretty good shooting motion here. So what we're going to do is we're we're going to try to help them be a little bit better version. Okay, good. Once you put your heel.
My guy's a shooter, bro.
Good. Yep. Good boy. Okay, now, pretty good. Pretty good. And what you're seeing is this is a really smooth motion all the way up through. Now I'm going to help you do things where you can do one thing faster so when you play. So catch the ball, freeze, like tell me when you're ready. Okay? Sit down like you're ready to shoot. Good. Now, does everybody see his shooting hand? Okay? Yeah, what we're going to do, there. Okay, so those of you that can't see this is what we call a loaded wrist. Okay? So his wrist is loaded, and that's also what we call our one position. That is the first thing we want to do when we catch the ball to shoot it. There's about nothing that we do well in basketball with our hand like this on the ball. We don't dribble it, we have to load our wrist and then, okay? So, set up, get ready for me again. Load that wrist, that's really good. That's really good. Now, this is excellent. I know you guys have been going through this program with Peter, so go ahead and make that move for me and shoot it. I'll get the rebound for you. Really good. Really good. Okay, good. One more. Okay, now, here's what will help you. Follow through exactly where you want the ball to go. Okay? There you go. One more. Very nice. Very nice. Now, so here's where the fun begins, guys. Let's back up. Back up. Yep, right there. Now, as we start getting farther away, what are we going to see from our shooter? What are we going to see from Blondie? I think he's going to do this well, but watch. Go ahead and shoot it for me. Right. Okay. This kind of goes back to what you were saying. Strength. So we need to start adding momentum. Okay, we're going to talk about momentum here in a second. Now, you can jump if you want to. I just want you to shoot. There you go. Okay, so that was the whole point. The farther away we get from the basket, the more things we have to add. Yes? Now, the more we add, if we do it well, if we do it in sequence, it actually becomes easier and easier, right? So, the first one, take your wrist, make it flat like you had it, okay? And then there's one thing that Blondie does when he's bouncing around. Go ahead and shoot this one for me. Shoot it 3 this time. Good. Okay? Now, if goal number 1 is to shoot it straight, there were a couple misses that were to the side. Now, coaches, players, when you guys are helping each other, this is a really big deal to me. Okay? Set up for me. And now, I talk about shooting it. If goal number 1 is to shoot it straight, then we want to try and move it in a straight line. Okay? No, your body was fine. Yeah. What you're going to do, I do this a lot. Okay? Go ahead and shoot it for me. Nice. And now, what you were doing is the ball was moving here to the left. So coaches, parents, and players, you guys are helping each other. And this is a great thing about a community like this. You guys can all be really good teachers for each other. Okay? Watch your teammates. Watch the guys you're playing with. And help them. Okay? Because if we're going to shoot it straight here, everybody likes to shoot that one-hand shot. That's a good way to just kind of give you an idea if you're shooting it straight. Yeah? No, go ahead. Just try to move it in a straight line. Move it closer. There you go. That was good. That was good. One more. Okay. Pretty good. All right. Let's have a seat there. Excellent. So, goal number 1, shoot it straight. Preparation, open your body. Right-hand shooters, you're going to open, point to the left. Left-hand shooters, you point to the right. Then we're going to try to move the ball in one straight line. Okay? So I'm going to show you something, the simplest way to start teaching people how to shoot it in a straight line. So let me have about 15 of you, girls, guys, jump up. 15 people, jump up. Grab a ball. Good. Okay, and watch. See what you get the ball there. what we want to do is we want to find out. We want to find out if we can do this. Remember, when you start to do something, we're probably not going to be really great at it. And that's fine. So these lines give us an assessment. It tells us if we're on a good path or not. So go up there and shoot your best shot. Go ahead, shoot that one for me. Let's watch. The pressure's on. Okay? Now, so we missed it to the right. So see if you can make an adjustment. Go ahead. All right? A little better, right? Go ahead. See if you can shoot towards the line. Okay, pretty good. So this way the line tells you. And you can come out and get reps even though there's no basket around. Okay? So, and here's where we start. So now we're going to get ready with our positioning. Let's go to, we'll call this ready. So ready means you stand there like, show me that you're ready to shoot. Everybody get ready to shoot. Okay? Good. And I'm gonna, when you have a bunch of kids, a bunch of players that you want to get going, this is where we start. This is the ready position. Okay? Go ahead, you hang on to it. That's it. Let's get our hips back. Good. And the ball's going to come in closer to you. Very nice. Now, that's ready. So every time I call out ready, that's our, get it ready. Sit. You don't shoot like that. I've seen you shoot. Get your hips back. Somebody yell at him. Okay. Get your hips back. Okay? So that's right. Now, okay, stand up and relax for a second. Folks, this is a big deal. And this happens all the time. We have a tendency to tell players to bend their knees. Bend your knees! You need to get low. You bend your knees, you need to get low. Right? How many people have said that? Okay, pretty much everybody. I never tell anybody to do that. I never tell players to bend their knees. Your knees are a reactor joint. What I want you to do is bend your hips and my knees bend. Now I'm on balance. If I bend my knees, do that again. See? Look at them. That doesn't look that athletic to me. Does that feel athletic? Then don't do that. Get your hips back. Yeah. Get in an athletic position. Thank you. Okay. Better. Right? So that's the ready. Now, from here, okay, this is the method that we're working on. I'll tell you in a second. From here, what I want you to do is stay in that, get in the ready position. Stay in that position, and everybody, I want you to just raise the ball up to where you shoot. Raise the ball. Okay? Now, she is perfect. Why did you guys stand up? Yeah, look at like an old folks on it. What did I tell you? Okay? Ready. Put the ball back and ready. Now, what did I instruct you guys to do? Just raise the ball. Why are you raising your body? Why are you raising your body? Just raise the ball. So it's this. Okay? Good. The reason that we're doing that, folks, okay? Let's go. Ready? I just want to stand here and watch you do that. That's great. Okay? Raise. Now, this is why this is a big deal. Shooters, coaches, parents, this is a huge deal. And look at our young lady right here. Raise the ball up like you're ready to shoot. Her body is loaded. We've got all the energy from her body is ready to be transferred into this ball. Okay? If you stand up and then raise the ball, I know you're tired, you can stand up. Okay? If you stand up when you raise the ball stops and there's nothing left from your body to jump through the ball with. Okay? So, ready? No, ready? Yeah, load your wrist. Don't forget, load your wrist. There you go. Good. Good. Raise. Ooh, the boys got better. That's good. Ready. Okay? Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say ready, raise, or ready, shoot. If I say ready, shoot, now you're going to raise the ball, jump through, and shoot it, and try to make it bounce on your line. Okay? Ready. Raise. Okay, pretty good. Sit down there, Jody. Get your hips working. Come on. Here we go. Ready. Shoot. You guys have done a great Great job with these kids. Look at them, they're all shooting on the straight line. It looks great. That looks great. So, this is a really good way to start. If you have a group, this is called ready, shoot, shot. And the method that we're using is 1, 2, through. Okay? And so we all understand what that means. Ready? This is 1. That's the one position. The 1 position, load your hands, get the ball in that hip pocket area, and then we're ready to shoot. Raise. This is the 2 move, meaning this is the second thing that we do. After we get set, our hands loaded, we raise the ball. And then, this is where, stand up and relax. This is where the athleticism of a player comes in. Because as we're raising it, then we add some timing and athleticism to jump through our shot. And what I mean by that is I want you to let the ball go on the way up. Some people will get up here and they'll get up here and stop it and they'll shoot that hard, flat shot. What we're trying to do is shoot it on the way up so we have some energy, so we get that smooth, flowing motion. The ball comes out and then we finish our jump. That way it looks like we've got effortless power with our shot, okay? And the better you get in that sequence, the more range and power you'll have, okay? So that's 1, 2, through, all right? So we'll do it that way now. Ready? 1, 2, 1, through. Good. Of the ball going and keep it going. When you see this, anytime you see a player that sticks the ball out here, they'll generally have to reroute and stop it. Then they have to break that momentum. Stop it. Restart the energy. Okay? And it's much more challenging. So the goal is always to try and shoot it smoothly in one piece. Smooth is faster. If our body's prepared and we can keep it going smoothly in one piece, we get that flow of energy moving right on through your target. And that is the simplest way to start. Again, about 90% of the players that play, that's the shot they're going to use. Okay? The other shots are the guys that jump up and play in vertical space, or the really big players that create space just by being big. 2 different shots for that. I'll explain that. We probably won't get to that today. We'll just stick with this one. Okay? But this is what we call the momentum shot. Momentum shot, anytime you get people going farther away from the basket, you add more momentum, you jump through harder. Okay? You guys got that? And the simplest way to teach that is that 1, 2, through method. Alright? Did you do bounce through drill? Bounce through. Okay. So, when we start talking about momentum, one of the ways we teach it for players that are becoming a little bit more advanced. Okay, and I watched him play the other day, he's a good player, so we're going to start working on how are we going to shoot jump shots. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the ball off the floor and jump through the basket, to the basket, the shot. Okay, and keep it. Okay, now, so the idea here, guys, is we're going to bounce the ball off the floor, and just like this, we're going to make that ball go off the floor and into the basket with no stops. Now, this is the first time we're ever going to do this, so this will be fun. Okay, ready? Go ahead, give it a try. Okay, now we're going to jump. Okay, bounce it, jump through. Bounce through. Okay, now, here's where we start to diagnose players. Okay? So here's what you're doing. Did everybody notice this where the ball stopped? That's a stop. Okay? What I want the ball to do is come off the floor and shoot. So it's going to look more like in one piece. Off the floor, gone. Off the floor, one motion. Okay? Now you're going to start to see how players battle through, struggle through some things. Go ahead. Try it again. Okay? Now, bounce it. It comes off the floor. Jump. One more time. Stop. It's really important to be able to imitate. And it's really important to be able to imitate details. Exactly. Okay? Get down there low. So it's this. Ball comes off the floor and accelerates. Okay? Start lower. Good. Now bounce it hard. And go. Right? Now, did I look at the floor? No. Okay. So keep your eyes up. Once you keep your eyes up. This is a challenging drill. I get it. Bounce through. Go. Now, the motion at the top, folks, is pretty good. But I want this ball to be able to come off the floor and accelerate all the way through from the floor to the shot. Okay? Let's go. Okay. Stay in place, stay in place. Bounce it hard. Yes. How much better? One more time. Bounce it hard. Fast, fast, fast. Yes. How about that? If you notice, when there's ball speed there, when the ball comes off the floor fast and there's ball speed, do you see how smooth it is? It's effortless. Okay? Now back up a big step. Good. Same thing. Fast. Jump through. Go. Okay? So, these are the habits. Now understand, each time you have a player get into a comfort zone, I change it. I take him out of the comfort zone and I move him somewhere else. So he's now struggling, thinking, I've got to shoot it harder, and he's got this security blanket of, well, this is how I know how to do it. I'll just do it that way. Where, shockingly, if you would have done it exactly the same way there, you would have looked exactly the same. Okay? So, ball stays close to you. Keep that chest up. Okay, we bend with our, and then go. Okay, here we go. Okay? So this is what we call bounce through drill. Alright? And the bounce through drill is to teach us, go ahead, Lucas, you can sit down. I'll explain. Nicely done. So we understand what we're doing with that. When I go to shoot, if I step down here and I jump, my hips are going to go about this far. Right? So therefore, the ball has to go 2 to 3 times faster and farther. So the bounce through drill helps us learn to get the ball started and move faster up through the shot. So when I jump, the ball stays ahead of me. One of the real struggles that you see with kids is they do this, they jump, and the ball's still down here. And that's a real struggle. That's a real struggle. We always want to have that momentum of our body moving through the ball, and the bounce through drill is a really good way to teach that. And if you notice, the ball doesn't stop. It comes off the floor, and it's smooth in that motion, and you can go up and shoot it quick, fast, and efficiently. Okay? Really good, by the way. Really good. Okay. There you go. And now you see he's made 2 adjustments already. And he'll start to dial in. And what will happen with the players is they'll start to find that spot where the ball starts to move straight. And their eyes track their target better. The ball moves smoothly. Keep shooting. Oh boy. Good. Great. Stop. Now you see that's exactly what happens. You go out there and you think, everybody thinks they can shoot it straight until you give them something to challenge that. This is a great version of it, and it's a multitask drill. It works on our connection, it works on our sequence, and it works on us shooting it straight. Okay? So just walk up there now, Luca. Take one big step back. Same deal. Okay, good. Good. Come back to you now. Okay, good. So, whenever somebody starts to accomplish at one level, challenge them. Move it back. Like I have our guys do this, and they do shots from the three-point line on the sideline. And they shoot it off the side of the backboard and make it come back to themselves. And then my guys will have a good time. They'll start shooting it from the corner and shooting it off the backboard from the side and trying to make them. So you're trying to hit the backboard about that much. That's when we start getting really active. But you know, obviously we have some of the best shooters in the world, so it takes a lot of practice. Okay? That was good. That was good. I'll take that one. Thank you very much. So, what we do now is, this is going to be the beginnings of what we call dribble, hop, shot. Okay? Dribble, hop, shot. In order for us to shoot the ball off the dribble, it's really, really important to me that we learn when to put the ball on the floor and how to receive it. We call it pickup. So we work on our pickups with this drill, okay? So, what I'm gonna have you guys do, I'm gonna show you this, and when I show you this, I'll show you guys too. I'm gonna show you guys, when I did this with the University of Virginia staff, and when I showed them, I said, I want you guys to be able to do this. It's gonna look so stupidly simple, you're gonna be insulted that I'm asking you to do it, but you won't be able to do it. And it's this, ready? This, guys, you're not gonna believe it. And either other coaches, ready? It's this. Now, whenever I show people that, they have the same look and thoughts that you guys do. What in the hell are you talking about, coach? That's the easiest thing I've ever seen. What we're gonna do is all of you guys are gonna dribble with your left hand first, and you're gonna do a little step with your right foot. You're gonna make the ball bounce on the floor the same time your foot does. Ball and foot at the same time. Then, the ball has to be in both hands. You're gonna go to a jump stop. So this, and the ball has to be in both hands before your feet touch the floor. And that's all you're gonna do. Dribble and hop. Okay? So, with your left hands, let's try that. Now, you're not gonna go anywhere. We're not taking steps forward or any of that. We're just standing right in place. Like that. Okay? Ready? Okay, go ahead. Go. All right, let's try it again. Yes?
Yeah, well, you said get the shot straight to the basket. That's the most important thing to do. You didn't give any recommendation about the angle of the feet facing the basket. Is there anything to say?
Yeah, you know, so I kind of alluded to it, but there's a lot. So it's dart throwing, okay? So the way that your body works is if I hold my elbow straight up and down to you and I let my hand fall, I point to the left, okay? So if I take my elbow and just slightly open, now my hand falls straight. Here's the great thing about it. Now my elbow will slide right to my side. And there's one other thing. Humans are creatures of binocular vision. 2 eyes, 1 focal point, okay? So when I have this just slightly open, there's a window for me to see. The way that my body works, if I go to throw darts, my arm moves straight in this motion. So I tell all my players, and I think I said this just one time, our right-handed players, I take my chest, pretend that there's an arrow on my chest, and then I point it to the left. And that's where you're gonna find it here, okay? And if I'm left-handed, obviously I'll do that in the inverse, right? But yeah, I've never taught feet square, shoulder square, elbow straight. So yeah, great question. Left hand dribble, right foot step. Okay, you see how I caught the ball? Go back and catch it. I want you to dribble it right into both hands. Ready? There you go. Now from there, jump into the 1. All right, load those hands, put the ball against your hip. And that's what we're gonna do, okay? That's dribble and hop. So everybody back in your line, right? Okay, left hand dribble, right foot step, go. Good. Left hand dribble, right foot step. Go. Good. Right hand dribble, left foot step. Stay right where you are. Go. Right hand dribble, left foot step. Here we go. Go. Right hand dribble, left foot step. Okay? So watch me and then imitate. Okay? That's it. Good. Now jump stop. Good. Now let's do it in a little bit of a rhythm. Okay? Follow me again. Ready? Right, try again. Step right foot at the top of the key, and I do a thing called shot progressions. I have somebody stand. If you want to teach footwork, it's a great way to do it. You get in the corner, and all you do is do that jump stop all the way around. Okay, so you're going to follow me. Right, stand there quickly. Right foot's a pivot. We're going to step across. Here, jump stop. Jump stop. Off of 1, onto 2. Remember? Now, ball and foot. Watch again. Do it with me. Ready? Here. Come on. That's it. Jump. Good. Again. Here. Go. Yep. Good. Here we go. Keep going. That's it. Attaboy. Come on. Good. Keep coming. Good. Now you're going to go back to the left. Step with your right foot. Now you can't see me. Hey! So, as we're going through this, whatever the struggles are, there's a way to help your player get to the next step. And it often happens just like that. Some people are very visual. He needed to see that. Some people just need to feel it. Okay? That's really good. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to challenge dribble, hop, shot. Okay? So it's going to screw some of us up. Ready? Watch me. Dribble, hop, shot. We're going to start right hand dribble, left foot step first. So just watch first, but we're going to double this up. Okay? Right hand dribble, left foot step. Okay? Coaching. Here's where the struggle is. What you'll see when I add another one is a lot of players won't get it into both hands. They'll just do this and kind of fumble it around. I have a hard time showing you how to do it wrong because my body's learned. And once you get it, you can't unget it. That's the good part. Okay? Right hand dribble, left foot step. Here. Pretty good. Now finish it up. Let's go again. Right hand dribble, left foot step. Do both sides. Go.
That was good.
Here we go.
That was good.
Go much better. Left hand dribble, hop, shot for me. Right hand dribble, left foot step, and you're going to go ahead and shoot. Okay? You're just doing it at the normal pace that you would shoot. Okay? Go ahead. Okay? Pretty good. Okay. Good. Now, here's what I'm going to do with Shay. Because at the end of this, you'll be a little faster. I'm going to give you a rhythm of 3. And I'm going to do it twice. So you're going to hear 1, 2, 3 from me. And you are going to do dribble, hop, shot on the second 3. Match up with the sound. You understand what I mean? So I'm going to go dribble, hop, shot, and you dribble, hop, shot. Okay? At the same as my hands. Okay? Ready? Here we go. You're going to do it on the second group of 3. So listen to the first 3 so you can feel the rhythm, and then the second 3 you'll go. Ready? Sit down for me. Just a little bit. There you go. Good. Match. Okay? Okay? On the second set of 3. Okay? Now, pretty good. Now, one thing we want to make sure we're doing, Shay, is move your feet. Guys, movement starts with foot movement. It's really important. Movement starts with foot movement. If we move our head first, we move ourselves off balance. We'll get to some balance challenges in a little bit. Okay? Okay? Alright. Now we're going to go just a hair faster this time. Listen to the first 3, match up the second 3. Okay, come on, Shay, gotta react, man. In that first one, come on, ball on the floor. Here we go, ready? Come on, pay attention, Shay. See, this is the good part about people's brains. We gotta speed up our brains, okay? I'm gonna do some brain challenges with you guys in a minute that you're gonna hate. Okay, ready? Match up the second set of 3. Now, move your feet, Shay. All right. Much better attempt. Now, I know you can see it. He's not moving his feet to start. But that was much better. This will help you when you want to start moving people faster. Okay? But one of the things I do when I'm teaching is anytime somebody gets a skill, you may have heard me, is I make it harder. I challenge it. So we're going to all do dribble, hop, shot again. Okay? So just so you remember, because I know we were working on Shay there for a second. Right hand dribble, left foot step. Ready? Go. Good. Left hand dribble, right foot step. Ready to go.
Oh, that was good.
Okay, now, Now we're going to start making it harder. Here's the next stage. Now we're going to add a pass fake. You see that ball? We're going to right-hand dribble, left foot step, add a pass fake, and the pass fake has to be out and back before you land. Okay? So it's this. It's pretty easy, right? Okay, here we go. Go. Right? One more time. Eyes up. Eyes to me. Okay? Here we go. Go. All right. Good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up a number. Okay? Any number that I hold up. If it's an odd number, you have to dribble with your left hand first. If it's an even number, you have to dribble with your right hand first. Okay? Do you guys all know odd numbers and even numbers? Yes? Do you know odd numbers and even numbers? You do? Okay. Ready? All right. Now, don't forget the pass fake. Right? Remember the pass fake. Here we go. Okay, good. It's going to get fun. I don't even know who got it right. Anybody get it right? Okay, good? Good. Now, here's what, okay. It's really important for us if we want to have good teams and we want to start to raise the level of competition that we can participate in, we must be able to speed up the brains of our players. We have to be able to speed up their brains. Those of you that played a lot of basketball, you've heard the NBA guys, well, the game got a lot easier for me when the game slowed down. We've heard that phrase before, yeah? The game slowed down. Does the game actually slow down? No. The higher levels you go, the faster it goes. What actually happens is your brain speeds up. So the game looks slow. You start seeing things faster and faster and faster. And you process things faster and faster. So I do a lot of things with processing. Because the next two developments in basketball, in my opinion, are going to be balance and movement and mental processing. That's where we spend a ton of our time with the Miami Heat. We spend a lot of time working on balance, movement, and mental processing. Since you guys are up here and warmed up, I'm going to show you a little bit of how we developed something that we became famous for, known for, okay? So you guys are going to come on up here. This is an interesting little bit. So we start with these layups. We're going to start with a toe right on the nail. I'm going to take a dribble and go ball and foot at the same time at the elbow, and then I'm going to walk in on balance and shoot the layup. Okay, so it's going to look like this. I'm going to go we're going to work on our push foot. Okay, so the balance game here, guys, is this. When I set up, you see this. I can move my foot around all I want to keep all the weight on my pivot foot, okay? When it's time for me to go, and I want to go this way, I drop my foot behind the direction I want to go, and I push. That's pushing off my back foot. Once I've done that, I want to push off my back foot again. So as soon as I push here, this becomes my back foot. Now push, 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 okay? So the layup is going to look like this. We're going to hold the ball right at the hip, eyes up, chin up, chest up. No weight on my right foot. It's time for me to go. I push, ball foot, right here, go way in, and the ball should come out underneath right here. You should be able to catch the ball, okay? Two dribbles. Here we go, next guy. We told him to work on the presentation today. Hey, nothing to it. Yeah, boy, good. Let's see if you can get a good one. Go ahead, get a good one. No hopping. Just go, go, push, go. All right, go. You're gonna work on that. Now, next one. So normally what we would do, so I test balance here. Normally what we would do is we would push here, get here and stop on one foot. Wait, and then go. But I want to skip ahead. So we're going to go to an inside turn. I'm going to get to the elbow, turn on the inside this time. Here. And lay it in. Okay? Here we go. You be first. Now, only the ball in your right hand. Okay? And then keep moving. One of the things that you'll see when I do this, there's never 2 feet on the floor at the same time. Okay? It's 1 foot in front of the other. Smooth, keep it going. Here we go. Get to the elbow there, big boy. Alright? Go ahead. Now, here's one thing about balance, and steps are a big deal, folks. When you short step, and you've seen both of them are trying to get their foot on the ground to catch their balance. But when I step early, my head goes in front, and now I'm stuck off balance. If you notice where I'm stepping, that's on balance, right? Step to the elbow. Then from there, I lead with the ball where I want to go. Okay? All right, let's try that one more time. And then we'll start to add stuff. All right, good battle. Oh boy, good. Smoother, smoother. And you notice, watch where their heads go. If their heads get forward, we get stuck. Keep your head up, your eyes up, your chin up, all the way through everything we do. Here we go. Okay, not too bad. Now, we want to start pushing. So now, we're going to make the hands stand. Now we're going to go here, take the ball around with that, and go. Okay, here we go. You saw what I just did. Do that. Good, good. Here we go. Here we go. Okay? There's the next one. Now, this is how we get guys to do what you guys learn all the time. We go here. Okay? You got this. Yeah, kind of. Okay, so what you see, folks, is when I'm practicing these, I'm constantly on balance, moving on balance, and pushing off my back foot. The ball leads me where I want to go, okay? And I'm 61 years old, right? So to get outside the lane, get back in, and lay it in, it's actually a skill, not necessarily athleticism. I have a little bit, but not as much as you guys. So when we get to here, on the turn, it's push. Now the ball leads me. Okay? So from there, I push to the next side. If you see my feet are like this, not here because my head's up. So the better we learn to get our head up. Now, and this is the fun part of what I do with my guys with balance. So while you guys are making your turns, that's when I hold up the numbers and they can call them out of the board. So they got to find them. They got to do these balance drills. Okay? And as you get more advanced, you can call out. I used to do this with Sue Bird. She was doing balance drills, making her dribble moves. I'd call it out. They're switching 1 through 4. 5's in a drop. 4 comes in screen roll. We need to get a single side chuck for the hot shooter, Jewel Lloyd. What play do we run? And she would go, rip fist out, coach. Got it. That's when you know you're ready to play. Okay? That's what real players, and you've got to work towards that. Work on your brain. Work on your brain and processing while you're doing it. Okay? So same thing. What's your hardest language? Spanish? Okay, all right. I'll hold them up. You call them out in Spanish. So do the same thing. Inside turn, around your back, step out, step in, find the number, call it, lay it in. Okay? So right there. Yep, facing me. Here we go. Go. Breathe. I love this. Good. Good stuff, boy. All right, here we go. One time. All right, ready? Go.
Squad.
Attaboy. Good. Okay, so, here we go. Okay, now make sure you get outside the lane. Right? And no change in hands. Just around the back is the one time. Here we go. Step up. Okay? Alright, not too bad. Good job, guys. So, I'm going to have you start here. And we're going to dribble the ball 2 times. Okay? So we're going to match up ball and foot at the same time. The next dribble is going to be ball and feet at the same time. You'll see it in a second. And then we're going to land on balance. And then we're going to do something fun. Here, turn. Okay? Alright? That's the first one. Okay? So, again, right hand dribble, left foot step, go, turn, land on balance, and then shoot. Okay? Nice, Jay! Good job. 2 dribbles. Okay, now pretty good shake. 2 dribbles. Remember, ball and foot, ball and feet. Here we go, Shay. Not bad, Shay. Good. One more time. It's alright. That's why we're doing it. Work it out. Not bad. Good recovery. Okay. Here. Here. Jump shot. Shot pitch. 2 back. Shot. Right. Ready? Go. Alright. Good battle. Not bad. Not bad. Not big. Hey, 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 hey! Try it again. Do it again. Okay, 1 dribble, 2 dribbles. 3. There. Stop big. Up, turn that way. The other that way. Okay, good enough. Now shoot it. Right. Okay. So you can see the challenge. Here we go. Stop it. Okay, now, overall, pretty good, Shay. I want you to be able to get all of them stacked up because for you too, we got to get your brain right. Yeah? Alright? That's it. Good. Work it out. Good, Chape. Alright. Nice job. Good work, guys. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Elbows again, same deal. I'm going to go right foot to the elbow. Left hand dribble. When my right foot hits the elbow, I'm going to turn from there to shoot. Okay? Now, same deal. That's left hand, ball in front. Then we have right hand, ball in front. Right hand, ball behind, left hand, ball behind. Okay? So it's the same thing now. Left hand step, right hand dribble, all the way around, ready to shoot. Okay? So work that out. Now there's no jumping, so you're doing it on the ground. That's your next one. Go! Always keep your eyes up. So you'll start up here at the top, one dribble, around your back, and then get up ready to shoot. Okay? Take it around your back, ready to shoot. Now, you're going to do that right-handed, you're going to do it left-handed. So right hand on the right elbow, left hand on the left elbow. Go! Lewa noga. Lewa noga. Yes. Yes. Chodź w drugą stronę. It was one dribble, two dribble, around, shot fake. Okay? Once I shot fake, I'm going to turn back off my right foot and then go ahead and shoot it. Okay? Now, we're going to talk a little bit in a second about teams, team building, what makes great players, what makes champions. Okay? One of the great things about champions is you can walk into a gym and you can see how a team acts and you already know. We say it's the vision of a champion before you're a champion. Now the reason I'm saying that right now is whenever there's a coach who calls you somewhere, don't make them wait, don't make your teammates wait. You don't need one more shot. Pick the ball up, get there. Because there's something productive more to do. So we always want to do that. Whenever you hear somebody, go get there. Coach blows the whistle, everybody up. Because the less time you waste in between transitions of shots and transitions of drills, the more time you have to be great. Okay? Now, we're going to do a quick review of that ready, shoot, shot. So, this is, everybody's going to be, if you don't have a ball, you can just pretend you have a ball. Okay? If you do have a ball, use it and then give it to somebody that doesn't have a ball. But we're going to spread out just a little bit. I want to take a quick look and make sure that we're all on the same page about preparation. Where are we going? We're staying over here. 2. See who remembers. Oh, why'd you stand up? Why'd you stand up? Just the ball. 1. Okay, just the ball now. 2. Good. 1. Shoot. Okay, now. This one. Listen to this one. Ready. What are you dribbling for? 2. 1. Shoot. I had so much faith. I had so much belief. What? Ready. Keep that body down. 1, shoot. This is a translation thing, isn't it? He didn't understand it. Somebody explain. So we're trying to shoot it and not let it hit the floor. Got that? Okay. All right, here we go. And it wasn't just him. There was more than that, but I was picking on him. You guys, I'm not leaving until we all get it right.
11 o'clock at night.
Right? Well, I'm not leaving till Monday, so it's okay. All right, ready? Load your wrist. The details. Load your wrist, Argentina. There you go. Keep it connected. 2. Excellent. 1. Shoot. Who was it? Who was it? Who's it? We're 1 ball away. Come on. We can do this. Okay, here we go. Come on. Stop dribbling it! What are you slapping out of his hands for? I saw you. All right, here we go. Come on, we gotta get this right. 1. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about something else, Coach. 2. 1. 2. Shoot. Who was that? Who was it? Who dropped that? Oh, he's pointing. Who are you pointing at? Oh, who dropped that? Come on, man. Let's see, we got about 27 minutes. We're going to sprint for 27 minutes. All right, come on. Let's concentrate. What?
And if they don't get this right, they gotta run for like 27 minutes.
2. 1. 2. Shoot. Don't do it. Who said that? Okay, put the balls in the bin if you can. Find your seats real quick, as soon as you can. All of those things that you are doing, the spins, the bounce turns, those are all useful tools for when you play. The layups, how you get your hands ready for jump shots, okay? And then there's one other thing that I think the younger generation is losing track of. And we used to do a lot of things about hand-eye coordination and hand ability. So Michael Jordan, since you're standing up there, come on over here. Okay? Do a lot of things to just try to work on ball sense and hand sense. Okay? So I'm going to show you something, and I'm going to have you do it after I do it. Okay? All right, give me a watch. This is going to be really simple. I'm just going to take the ball like this a whole bunch of times. Now, go ahead and do that for me. Okay, now let's go a little faster. Stop. Now, that looks pretty easy, right? Okay, how am I going to make that hard? You ready, Michael? Okay, you're not going to do this yet. All right, here's what you're going to do.
So easy.
See, now, this is a great lesson, folks. This is a great lesson of players. And I'm gonna pick on you because you're the only one standing up here, Michael Jordan. Okay? Just talking about it. Vulnerability is a really important thing for players, coaches, teams. It's okay. If we struggle, if you're gonna screw it up huge. Okay? Go out there and belt it out to the back and say, oh my God, this hard, I can't do this. That's fine. Because 5 minutes from now, you'll be able to do it. Okay? So, here it is again. Ready? Do this part with me. Throw the ball up. Okay? Go faster. Okay? Hold the ball. Now, put the ball where I have it. Now go like this. Pretty stupid, isn't it? And yet, it's that whole walking and chewing gum thing Okay, ready? Okay, now, let's go slow now. Okay? So now you do this with me. Ready? Toss. Toss. Now your hand is going underneath the ball over your hand. So palm to palm. Ready? Toss. Okay, make sure you catch it. Now, you see this? Okay, this is a real strong teaching point for me, folks. I do this, I talk about this a lot with players. Long arms are slow arms. Long arms, when you move your arms, when your arms are locked in straight, they move slowly. Okay? If I'm playing defense and I'm trying to play like this, my arms move slow. Here, my hands move quickly. So if you bend your arms, you keep your arms relaxed, you can move them quickly. Okay? Now, if you notice what I'm doing, both my arms are bent. Right? So when you're out here, it gets harder. Okay, so keep your hands in here, close, right? Right, ready? Toss and go through. Okay, now keep the ball closer to you, look at your arm. Yeah, look, keep it close to you. And through. Good, and through. Come on, here we go. Up, through.
Yeah, let's go.
Here and you're warmed up, stay up here with me. So again, I think you guys, because the way we grow up now, people spend a lot of times on their phones. In the States, it's a ridiculous epidemic, is everybody's on their phone. And we kind of lose the ability to do things that matter, okay? So you and I are going to play just a quick little game of catch, okay? All right? So, stand there facing me. Wide now. Now, we're going to play a game. This is one hand catch. Okay? So, I'm going to throw the ball to you. You have to catch it. Cannot touch it with your other hand. You're going to catch it right-handed. Okay? You're going to catch it and hold it. It cannot touch your body. And you can't touch it with your other hand. Okay? Okay? Ready? You and I are going to play catch. Okay? Michael Jordan, what are we doing? Let's go. Get the ball. Why you do it? You gotta catch it with your left hand, Michael. Here we go. Throw it to me. That's your other right hand. You have to catch it with your right hand. That's the whole point. Come on, man. Now, here's the thing. Guys, I want you guys to pick this up. If you can't see, stand up. You should see this. It's really important that when you're doing something and you see somebody that's doing something that you need to be able to do, imitate it and get it all right. So if you're not sure how to catch that pass, throw that pass to me and watch how I catch it. Okay? All right, get in there. Attaboy. Okay? Good. Keep your balance now. That's it. Good. Nice job. I'm trying to figure out what the spin thing is that he's doing. All right, keep your feet in place. Come on. Good. Good. Good save.
Yeah,
Good
let's
save.
go.
Okay. Now pass. So. We talk about habits a lot. If you want to be a great player, you have to have great habits. If you want to be a great team, you have to have great habits. Every single year, the team that I belong to walks into the gym together for the very first day with the stated goal that we are playing for World Championship. That's our goal every year. And the whole way we do it is every single day we build championship habits. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So when I asked you guys to, hey, bring it up, we saw habits. Now obviously we can work on those habits. They can improve. As a group, they can improve. And the way things change is by somebody improving them, taking the lead. As soon as somebody walks around and starts touching everybody, hey, great job. Making them work harder. Every single rep, making them work harder. Your whole team will start to catch that. It's contagious. Okay? All right, ready, MJ? We're going to play one more game of catch. You want to do that? Okay. So, you're going to face this way. Face that half court for me. Okay? I'm going to face here. And you and I are going to play catch this way. I'll throw it first. Throw me the ball. Okay. So what we're going to do is, again, just one hand. Right hand catch. All right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to throw the behind the back pass to him. And in one motion, you can only touch it with your right hand, can't touch it with your body, okay? Good. Now, there's a reason I'm trying to throw it out in front of him, okay? There's a reason I'm throwing it out in front. Try to throw it out here. There you go. Out. There you go. Good. Now we can keep that ball going. Throw that. There you go. Good. Excellent. Oh, my
That's
fault.
good.
Good, okay? So, here's a really good way, you're going to face me, you and I are going to play catch again. Here's a really good way to work with your players on both hands, okay? And this gets a little bit of realistic intentions for how the game is played. Because a lot of times, we need to be able to take the ball off the floor and then throw it, okay? So what we're going to do right now is just that. We're going to dribble one time, and then we're going to throw a baseball pass. Okay? Now, don't touch it with your other hand. Here, and throw. Okay?
So like just one hand?
Just like I just did. Okay? All right, so back up.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that.
What a catch. Get to it. Good.
Why is that important? Why is that important? Now, and by the way, after you do it right-handed, you got to be able to do it left-handed. Oh, hey. Come on, throw left-handed. Come on. Dribble left-handed, throw left-handed. Okay, good. Here's why. And I've seen it, I've experienced it, had to do it. Game's being played, okay? You guys just missed a shot. You're playing defense. I get the ball. I break out. You're playing me. I'm right here on the side, and I've got a guy ahead of me for the win. There's 3 seconds left. I can't take the ball and put it in my right hand. I can't throw it like this or he'll get the deflection. I have to be able to take it here and throw it with the opposite hand and hit the guy on the other end of the field. Okay? Those plays matter. And here's one thing, folks. When you go practice, everybody goes and gets shots. Everybody goes and works on their dribble. How many people work on cutting? How many people work on cutting every day? How many people work on passing? Okay? So, I worked on passing every day. I used to practice passing on a pole, on a round pole. And I had to throw the ball. Okay? Hold your hands up for me. Hit this target. Yep, hold your hands up. Right? So I'm going to take the ball. Okay? Now I'm going to throw it hard. Ready?
Oh.
Good. That was good. Yeah, throw it back. Okay? Sometimes I need to throw it harder. Sometimes I need to throw it softer. Okay? Now, I want to see if, and the reason I want you to be able to practice throwing it on a pole. Because if I throw it there, I'm going to miss the pole. I got to chase the ball. If I hit the pole on the side, I got to go chase after it. Okay? And every day, I was a crazy kid. I used to shoot about 2,000 shots a day. And at the end of the day, I'd work on my passing. and I had to throw 25 balls off the pole, make them come back to me without me moving my feet. Otherwise, I had to stay out there until I did it again. Okay? Now there's one more pass I want you to be able to throw. Stand right there on the free throw line. Throw me the two-hand overhead skip pass. Okay? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, throw it to me. Okay? Not bad. Okay, that's it. Now, get it open.
That's what I wanted to say. If he doesn't catch the ball.
What I'm doing. Because it'll help you. If you throw like this, there's no pop. Watch my arm. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, keep your elbows closer together. Yeah. Okay, better. All right. That way, if you got to really throw it. Last one. Elbows together. Okay, good. Not bad. Now watch the spin. Right? That's the pass that when somebody's in the corner open over there, and I pick it up over here, and they're rolling a double team over to my post guy, to be able to hit that guy in the corner for a shot. Now you guys have all heard, throw the passes, you see that? I need to be able to throw the passes on time, on target. Now, I wasn't looking at him that time, was I? But you still have to be able to throw it in the same place. Here's a fun one, okay? Ready? Right? Now, here's my point to it all. Okay, listen. Here's my point to it all. I think there's value in going out and practicing things that might be an odd situation. You don't spend all your time on it, but you should be able to take the ball and move it back and forth in your hands. You should be able to. You should be able to play with the ball. Because that's what we're all here to do, right? We should be able to play with it. Because sometimes I might go, whoops. Okay? And that was one of my favorite. I'd come down to the break and I'd go. And everybody goes for that. But the point is, we need to be able to be ready for any situation that we might be in. Okay? Be able to come down here like this and throw the ball any way that needs to happen. Because there will be a time, and it might only be once in an entire season, but it can win a game. Plus, there's nothing better than for you walking out on the court knowing that there isn't anything out here that you can't do. And that's important. That gives you confidence. And the way that you build your confidence is trust. Listen to this now. Don't trust your talent. Trust your work ethic. Because your hard work is what travels with you every single day. I'll say that one more time. Don't trust your talent. Trust your work ethic. Because here's the great thing. You can outwork everybody else. You may not be able to out-talent everybody else. Okay? Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for the help.